downtown Detroit, Motorcity. Normally I play at MGM. They have 10 people on the PLO list. They do have a bunch of tournaments down here. That's the reason why I'm down here. They have a $360 round by round tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, they have a $600 Parliament Omaha tournament. So a couple of buddies of mine are down here. One of them's doing really well in the bounty tournament right now. He's got like close to 300,000 in chips, and they're only on level 12. So pretty excited for him. I'm gonna go sweat him for a little bit while I wait for a PLO game to open up. I'm worried with 10 on the list. They haven't added any more tables, probably because the tournaments are taking them up. But when you're in at a casino that's hosting some big tournaments, it's good that you come out and you support them by playing some cash games. So that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully the next time you guys see me, I'll be all done playing cash for the night and we'll be good to go. Play smart and run like a god. So it's pretty disappointing. You know, the PLO game used to be at Motor City quite extensively, and the poker room manager, Tony, is over at MGM and he got all the PLO players, but you know, they had 10 people on the PLO list and they couldn't get a game going. I asked the poker floor guy what the hell, and basically he said there's 4 people who are still in tournaments that were on the list. Why they allow that, I'm not sure, but that's pretty aggravating if you ask me. But in any case, so we played some Hold'em. You guys know how I feel about Hold'em vlogs, blah blah blah. Ended up losing 275 set of 5s versus a set of 10s. Nothing I can do about that in a 1-2 game. But yeah, I'm gonna head over to MGM where there should be PLO action. So play smart, everybody, run like a god. Who haven't played at Detroit yet, they don't like to fold in Detroit, similar to not folding in Texas. So when I look down at ace, deuce, 3, 5, double suited, both spades and clubs, I'm under the gun. I make it 15, next guy makes it 30. Now we have a 3-bet to 145. Like, okay, there's no straddle in place. I do have a suited ace. I have a low rundown to the wheel. Really not going anywhere. I mean, after all, he could be 3-betting pretty wide. He's only got like $160 left. So the guy to my left is really the only guy I'm too concerned about, because once we've got 145 in there, 3 ways, it's pretty safe to say that the guy that's only got 160 bucks is probably going to be pot committed if he hits any kind of anything on this flop. So I'm just like, whatever, just flop me 2 pair, give me a straight draw, give me spades. So, oh wow, I flopped 2 pair and a straight draw, and I don't have diamonds, but I'm not gonna slow play this. I bet 400. Guy to my left who had about 1,000 in front, same as I did, he ends up folding, and then the short stack ends up calling, and I'm like, all right, well, this is not bad. Oh, turns a deuce. I have a full house, and oh, he shows pocket aces. Never mind, sir. You have a good hand. Nice hand. Nice hand. You win. So on this hand right here, just to give you an idea, this is not a good hand. We've got Queen 10, 9, 6, 1 suit. Now the reason why we are playing it is because we happen to be all in pre-flop for $165. So what ends up happening is there is a raise to 30. It gets back to me. I'm like, I've got the perfect amount just to rip it, so I rip it for 165. The guy behind me goes all in for 440. The next guy goes all in for a little over 1,000, and then the next guy calls. So it actually takes the dealer a little bit to figure out, which I can't blame the dealer, but sometimes people play bingo instead of pot limit Omaha, and this is a situation where I was in for 1,000 at this point. I was like, I get 4 callers, so 5 ways to the flop for $165. You know, this is an opportunity where I can actually get unstuck on one hand with such a small amount that I decided to gamble a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with that. Every once in a while, you got to do that. For the most part, I played really well, even though I was stuck, $835 at this point. But even the next couple of hands, I played really well and just kept getting stuck. So the theory in this video is being in a downswing as a grinder and how much fun it is. I'll give you a hint. It's not very fun. Not at all. Like the glamorous life of being a poker player, no, not so much. It's a lot of grinding. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work. And it's a lot of stubbornness. And sometimes when you're on a downswing, you just have to work through your downswing. And that's what I'm trying to do here in this video. Now, luckily, stay tuned for the next video because some things happened where we got rid of a little bit of our downswing. But in any case, I think the dealer's got it figured out now. Let's see what the flop brings. We're going to do a full run out because everybody's all in. And at this point, I tell the guy to my right that the 6 and the 9 are going to win for me. The guy to my right says, no, your hearts are going to win. I'm like, I'll take any win at this point. I mean, this is a hand to basically get me almost unstuck. So the dealer's figuring it out. And oh my God, the flop is ace 5. Oh, we didn't hit. But look at that flop. Gutter ball, and my hearts were live. The guy to my right did tell me he folded pocket 7s, which is probably why the 7 didn't come in. But I was super, super live on the flop. Can't even believe that. Alrighty, let's take a look at this next hand. Ooh, Jack, Jack, 8, Queen. Now, this is a short hand, but we are already onto the turn. 3 ways to the turn. First guy opened for 50. We flop top set, gutter ball, and the guy decides to open pot. He opens pot on the turn again for 200. I lean into him for 800. This is my go-away bet. This is, hey, buddy, I have a set of jacks. I'm really hoping you have a set of 9s. I'm hoping you're not going to do something stupid and call. Oh, you snap called. Okay, well, hopefully he's just got a set of 9s. Oh, the river's a 5 of hearts. Well, that did bring in the front door hearts. He bets, and I tell him, I'm like, I only got $60 left, buddy. I'm not going to fold when there's that much in the pot. Oh, you have queen 10, 6, 7 with hearts, with queen high hearts. Wow. Okay, never mind. You deserve to win this pot, sir. You absolutely earned it. I can't even complain about that. All right, now we're looking down at a rundown, 4, 5, 6, 8. We are 4 ways to the flop for $30. Oh my God, the flop is queen 5, 3. Here we go. We've got an open-ended straight draw. I'm just running so bad. You know what? I'm just going to check it. Oh, bink. 5 of clubs. That should hit me and only me, especially when it checks to me. So let's just go for some value here. Yeah, guys, let's bet $60. Let's see what happens. Because if everybody's checking on this board, I should definitely have the winner, right? I mean, that's what you would think. Unless somebody's like slow playing, but hopefully they're not. Okay. All right, sir. I got 1 caller. Oh, good. I can take this. 1 caller. That shouldn't. I should still be ahead. Oh, the river's a 9. Well, the 9 really doesn't change anything. So let's just go for some thin value. Let's just bet 75 and see what happens. Oh, I see, sir. You're gonna check raise to 400. Okay. Well, what does check raising on the river mean? It means that 3 of a kind is no good. Nice hand. I show him the 5 and muck it. So one of the hands that you guys didn't see last night was I had ace, ace, 9, 10 double suited, both with hearts and clubs. And I'm in the small blind, straddles on. I have a 945 effective. I end up raising it to 25 just to juice the pot a little bit. We end up getting 3 callers before the straddle, before the button. And keep in mind, all these games are 8-handed at MGM. And the guy on the button ends up putting in the 3-bet. He decides to 3-bet to 155. And he'd been doing this pretty much all night with kings, queens, a couple of questionable hands, deuce 8, queen, king, double suited. So, of course, I'm very next to act, so I put in the 4-bet for 525. And the 3 players who limped in for 25, 2 of them fold. One of them really goes in the tank. Then he ends up folding. And the button decides to 4-bet jam. So he rips it all in for 955 effective. And of course we call. And he even says to me, and he's a good player, he says to me, "Josh, your aces are good." I'm like, well, okay, I appreciate it. You know, I'm thinking hopefully we can hold, and thanks for the donation. And he turns over ace, queen, queen, 4 with the queen, 4 of hearts. So we have his suit covered. So he's literally drawing to a wheel or a queen. And the flop comes 3 of hearts, 5 of diamonds, 9 of hearts. And I'm thinking, okay, I've got hearts covered, so he needs a deuce or a queen. He's only got 3 deuces that are not a heart, and of course 2 queens. Turn pairs the board with a 5, and I'm thinking, here we go. I'm in the game for 3,000. This right here is going to get me another 1,000 back. So far I'm stuck 2,000, but 1,000 of my money is in the pot. Let's go. And the river comes a queen. And, you know, sometimes I played really well yesterday. I only fired 3 bullets. I am on a hellacious downswing. Oh my God, I just realized how dark the circles are underneath my eyes. But yeah, that's how my night ended last night. You guys didn't see that because the floor guy was behind me. And I turned off the recording so that way I wouldn't get kicked out. I should have just kept it on because apparently it was my last hand. But hopefully this $600 PLO tournament at Motorcity are going to turn things around. One of the hardest things about being a poker pro or a poker grinder is going through a downswing is never fun. So it's just funny because, or not funny, but it's ironic because my downswing, you know, at the last week and a half, I was up like 3K, which is pretty decent. I had a little bit of a downswing before that. And then a little bit of an up bump, and currently on a hellacious downswing. And this is the part of poker that's not fun. A lot of vloggers aren't going to show you that. I know Mariano does, and very appreciative of that. But yeah, part of the real life of being a poker player is managing your downswings. So and it's like a quarterback throwing an interception. You just got to get back up and throw the ball again today. So that's what we're going to do, baby. PLO, $600 buy-in, 50K guarantee. It's a 2-day tournament. I feel like I have a huge edge. I have a huge advantage. My goal at first is just to make day 2. And then, of course, hopefully we'll do that. Otherwise, this trip is a bad trip overall. So play smart, everybody. Run like a god.